Speaking of tanks. According to information, Ukrainian troops assigned to the 128th Mountain Attack Transcarpathian Brigade said it had captured Russian T-80BVM tanks in the Kherson region as part of Ukraine's southern targets. A project for documentation and tracking the use and loss of military equipment. According to data, a total of 54 Russian T-80BVM tanks have been destroyed and captured by Ukrainian forces since the fighting in February 2022. There were at least 28 captured tanks, now used by the Ukrainian army. Once reported to be the strongest, the fact that happened in Ukraine, the fate of Russia's T-80BVM, is a concern. From the news, it is clear that the T-80BVM does not meet the expectations of a qualified defense. In addition, although the T-80BVM is known for its greatness, it is not powerful and effective, so there is another side of sophistication in this MBT. Meanwhile, Russia operates a total of 4,500 units of the T-80 main battle tanks of all variants. Since the operational costs are very high, then these tanks are kept in reserve. The main reason is that tanks with this conventional diesel engine are cheaper to operate and maintain than the gas turbine engine T-80. As we know, today the main operational tank of the Russian army is the T-90 series, and an updated or improved version of the T-72. Previously, it was planned that all tanks of the T-80 series would be retired in 2015. In 2017, the Russian Ministry of Defense signed a contract to update and upgrade a total of 62 T-80BV tanks to the T-80BVM standard in order to maintain its operational service. The Russian main battle tank was first exhibited to the public in a military parade in 2018, with the first batch of 31 T-80BV tanks upgraded to the T-80BVM standard. The upgrade of the T-80BV tank to the T-80BVM standard continued in 2019, when another 31 tanks were delivered to the Urovagonzavod plant. Subsequently in 2020, a new contract was signed to upgrade another 50+ T-80BV tanks to the new standard. This upgraded version of the T-80BVM has a slight upgrade of armor protection, which is equipped with an explosive reactive protective kit, the same relics used by the latest Russian main battle tanks, such as the T-90M and T-90MS. The T-80BVM was the first operational tank to be equipped with new explosive reactive armor. This was before the T-90M series MS relict provided protection against tandem warheads and reduced APF-SDS bullet penetration by more than 50%. The T-80BVM still retains the 125mm smoothbore gun. Although it has been upgraded to the new 2A46M4, it has a longer range of 15 to 20% and is more accurate than the 2A46M1 gun on the T-80BV. The effective firing range with APST's rounds is 2,000 to 3,000 meters during the day, and 2,000 to 2,600 meters at night. Armor penetration is about 590 to 630 millimeters at a distance of 2,000 meters. The T-80BVM armored vehicle is compatible with the new Svinets 1 and Svinets 2 APF-SDS bullets, developed with tungsten and uranium penetrators. This tank can also launch 9M119M reflex anti-tank missiles, in the same way as ordinary ammunition. This missile expanded the effective range of the 125mm cannon, which was less accurate at longer distances. The missile has a range of 4 to 5 kilometers, and can also attack low-flying helicopters. In its combat missions, the T-80BVM carried 45 rounds with the addition of missiles for the main gun, ammunition loaded automatically by the autoloader. If the autoloader cannot work, then it can be loaded manually. The secondary armament consists of a 7.62mm coaxial machine gun and a roof-mounted 12.7mm machine gun. Equipped with multi-channel gunner sight, the firing control system on the T-80BVM has also been improved. To operate it, the T-80BVM has the capacity to fit 3 troops, commander, gunner and driver. The speeding tank with a weight of almost 43 tons, still retains the gas turbine engine GTD 1250TF, which developed a power of 1,250 horsepower. The advantages of such tank engines are their compact dimensions, high power output and the ability to start when temperatures as low as 40 degrees Celsius. Due to this feature, the T-80 series can be used in the Arctic, a very cold northern region of Russia. However, the most problematic drawback is high fuel consumption. This T-80BVM consumes up to 750 liters of fuel to cover a distance of 100 kilometers.